Consider the soybean. Often called the miracle crop, soybeans are the world's most important source of protein and plant oil. Each year, billions of bushels of soybeans and other vital agricultural commodities, including wheat, barley, and corn, flow from America's heartland to help nourish the world's growing population. In the constant ebb and flow of global commerce, they merge with the industrial and consumer commodities, including crude oil, chemicals and metals, capital goods, electronics, and household items. The critical link between the production and consumption of these essential commodities is an integrated web of rail, trucking, maritime distribution, and shipping networks known as intermodal transportation. In the United States, the premier intermodal gateway for import and export traffic and the largest tonnage port district in the Western Hemisphere is the Port of South Louisiana. The Port of South Louisiana is strategically positioned along 54 miles of the lower Mississippi River between New Orleans and Baton Rouge. The port was created in 1959 to foster industrial growth throughout the River Parish region, encompassing St. Charles, St. John, and St. James parishes. Since its inception, industry has invested billions of dollars within the port district, fueling the economic engine for the entire River Parish region. Companies like Marathon Petroleum, Dow Chemical Company, Archer Daniels Midland, Monsanto Chemicals, Chevron Phillips, Cargill, Valero Refining, Occidental, Motiva, and scores of other national and international corporations. These industries have confirmed their commitment to the region with continued investment in development and innovation. Marathon Petroleum is investing $3.2 billion in expansion of its refinery, which will more than double its 180,000 barrel per day capacity. As one of the largest private sector construction projects in the U.S., the expansion is expected to create approximately 2,000 construction jobs, benefiting the local and regional economy. Overall, the port's tenants have an economic impact of billions of dollars and generate millions of dollars in tax revenue. 1 in 8 jobs in Louisiana is related to the economic activity associated with the port. Over 20,000 skilled workers, drawn from the region's diverse labor pool, are employed by the port's resident tenants. More than 250 million tons of cargo pass through the port each year, accounting for over 50% of all Louisiana imports and exports. Its grain elevators handle 60% of the nation's grain exports. The port is the terminus of America's only offshore oil port, through which over 60 million short tons of crude oil is imported annually. More than 4,000 deep draft vessel calls and over 55,000 barge movements are logged each year. Petrochemicals, corn, soybeans, steel, fertilizers, and crude oil flow through the port by river, rail, and truck to and from destinations around the globe. Sustaining this intermodal network is one of the truly great rivers of the world, the mighty Mississippi, covering over 1.2 million square miles, with tributary rivers from 33 states and 2 Canadian provinces. Rich in history and culture, the river is still today a crucial commercial artery for the efficient and cost-effective barge fleets that journey the Mississippi and its tributaries. The port is also served by 3 trunkline railroads. The Union Pacific, North America's largest railroad, serves 23 states in the western 2/3 of the country. The Canadian National and Kansas City Southern Railroad serve the mid-continental United States, Canada, and Mexico. 4 major interstate highways, fed by an excellent state highway system, connect the port to major markets in the eastern, northern, and western United States. Capitalizing on the availability of federal funding, the port has expanded its investment in marine security, firefighting, and safety resources. Close relationships with the Coast Guard, Border Patrol, and local parish jurisdictions facilitate protection of assets and 24-hour emergency response capabilities. The centerpiece is the Globalplex Intermodal Terminal, the port-owned deep-draft dock complex capable of handling any vessel able to transit the Mississippi River. Operated by Associated Terminals and Kinder Morgan, Globalplex provides a 660 by 205-foot general cargo dock, which is currently being expanded by the addition of a 700 by 65-foot finger pier and a 570-foot bulk loading dock. Rail service by Canadian National and Kansas City Southern. 300,000 square feet of covered storage. 177,000 square feet of newly paved open storage. 2 50,000-ton storage domes for cement. 200 acres available for open storage, warehousing, or manufacturing development. And the nation's top-rated foreign trade zone, number 124, which includes 12 subzones. In the wake of Hurricane Katrina, several major businesses from New Orleans relocated upriver, including Baumer Foods, an internationally known food condiment manufacturer. Barton Mines, one of the world's largest producers of industrial abrasives. And Natco Food Service Merchants, a meat processor and distributor to high-end restaurants, hotels, and hospitals. Even with this recent expansion, more than 30 prime riverfront sites remain available for development in the Port District. Compared to the turn of the 21st century, total freight moved through U.S. ports is expected to increase by more than 50% by 2020, and the volume of international container traffic will more than double. Other states that compete against Louisiana ports have already acted to secure the funding necessary for expansion, rehabilitation, and capital expenditure necessary to compete in the global economy.
The Port of South Louisiana has a new industrial prospect. This prospect is looking for a port that has access to a general-purpose cargo dock.
Guided by its 7-member board of commissioners, the port is working closely with industry, local, and state government to identify, facilitate, and support regional economic development. Only through continued investment in infrastructure, innovation, and competitive advantages will the Port of South Louisiana be able to respond to tomorrow's economic challenges. The river region and Louisiana are now at a defining moment. With effective government, a vibrant economy, and a competitive workforce, the Port of South Louisiana is poised to lead the region into a new era of opportunity.